What you guys got another video on how to block any feature update for Windows 10. Now Microsoft have changed their stance for feature updates for Windows 10. They are now starting to roll out feature updates for Windows 10 again, and this means only one thing: probably bombard you with a load of features that you don't need. There's probably only one reason for this, and that's to add more bloat, more telemetry to Windows 10 for the foreseeable time that it has. And this is obviously October 14th, 2025, which is end of life. There is some extensions to that, but as you can see here, we do have Windows 10 Home 22H2 on here. And if you're one of those people that don't want any feature updates, but you still want to receive your security updates to patch Windows 10 Home, then I'll show you how to do it in this video. So feature updates are features that they're going to add to the operating system, say for instance like Copilot. So to block this properly, you can use something like Policy Plus. It works like Group Policy, but for home versions of Windows. Now the video I made the other day about blocking feature updates for Windows 10, it only seems to work for all versions apart from Windows 10 Home. So if you're on Windows 10 Home, then you can use something like Policy Plus to do this for you. So let's go ahead and download it and open it up on our computer. So it's going to ask you to get the full set of policy definitions to install them and download them onto the computer, because these are needed to set policies on your PC. So we're going to go ahead and download these by clicking Begin, and this will then start to download them. And you can see the ADMX files have now been downloaded. It's going to restart the program, and now we can start to add in some policies just like you would do on the Pro version of Windows and above. So we're going to leave this on user and computer. We're going to go to Windows Components, and we're going to come down here to where it says Windows Update. So click on the Windows Update bit here. Now go over to the right hand pane here, and we can see now we do have Windows Update for Business. So click on this one, and you'll see a bunch of policies in here which you can set. And this is for the feature updates. So let's go ahead and select this target feature update version. We're going to go to Enable and just put the actual version number that you want to stay on. For instance, 22H2 is the one that I want to stay on, so I'm going to put that in that box. Now we can do some more edits right here, but let me quickly just show you where to save the policies once you've made changes to them. Go File and Save Policies. You need to do this, otherwise the policy will not be saved. That's saved. Let's go ahead and make some changes to these other ones. So I'm going to go through all of these right here. This is the one we just done. So let's go ahead and do the next one, which is Manage Preview Builds. We're going to go here and enable this feature right here. And we're going to set this as Disable Preview Builds. And if you read on the right hand side here, it will tell you exactly what you're actually doing. But we're just going to be disabling this one here, because disabling the preview builds will stop us from getting the next release from Microsoft. And you can enable this at another date if you want to. Now we got that done, we can move on to the other version here. So select when preview builds and feature updates are received. We can enable this feature right here. So just put the radio button in Enable. And we're going to come down here. I'm going to set this to semi-annual channel. And we're going to set this right here, but there's some other options available. But let's go ahead and put it on the semi-annual channel right here. Now we can put in the number of days that we want to block the feature updates. So let's go ahead and put in here 365 days, because that is the limit that you can put in this box right here. So I'm going to put the date in here now. So we're going to pause the preview builds or feature updates starting from today's date, and it will tell you the format to put in the date and time there. You can see here. So let's go ahead, and you can read down on the right hand side. It gives you all the information here about receiving feature updates and how you can do this up to 365 days. So let's go ahead and do that right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put today's date in. So we're going to do 2024, and we'll also do 06, and it'll be the 24th. So basically put that date in right there like so. And if you're watching this video at a later date, you would just put the date in for you there. So that's now done. Let's move on to the very last one here. This is quality updates, and we don't really want to pause this, but we want to leave the quality updates alone. Now there's one more area here inside the Windows Updates area, and that is to configure automatic updates. So this is where you're going to configure those. So let's go ahead and double click on this one right here. And we're going to enable this feature and configure automatic updates right here. And we're going to go notify for download and auto install. This means it's not going to automatically install these. It's just going to notify me for download first, and then it will install them. So it's not going to automatically update the computer right away, which is exactly what you want, because obviously you don't want to be installing updates right away because they could be buggy or there could be an issue with it, and it's going to obviously mess up your day and it could end up breaking your operating system. So let's go ahead and leave that right here. It explains all that on the right hand pane. And you've got some other settings on here as well that you can set up. I'm going to leave that as is and save policies. Go File, Save Policies, and this will save all of the policies that we've just set. Now, hopefully for Windows 10 home users, this will fix and rectify the problem that you had that I'd made in the other video where it wasn't working for you. And I'm not sure why, because Microsoft keep removing ways of doing things, and of course they've obviously removed that way, but this way will 100% work. As you can see right here, some settings are managed by your organization, and we've also paused some features. So you can see here policies set on this device, and if you're wondering why you're seeing some settings are managed by your organization, you can read all the information right here, and it says that we are pausing feature updates right there. Set a time date and it's now paused. So you're not going to receive any. By the time you receive it, it will be end of life for that operating system anyway. So if you want to keep Windows 10 the way it is right now without Microsoft meddling with it, then this is the policy that you need to set. And that way it will stop them forcing feature updates on you and probably bricking your system and breaking things or putting more telemetry and bloat on there that you don't want. So that's basically how you can set that up. Now, when you do your updates manually, like I just showed you right here, they will start to come down. These are all security updates. They're perfectly fine to install on your system. And if your system's really outdated, you might want to update it like this. But the feature updates will stay on 22H2 if you set it to 22H2. It's not going to go up any higher. And that's basically how you can block feature updates from Microsoft on Windows 10 Home. If you're on Windows 10 Pro and above, you can always use the built-in group policy editor on those systems. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a quick shout out to my YouTube members. I appreciate the support, and I shall catch you in the very next video. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.